Hello, hopefully you can see me. I am just checking out on my iPad. Oh, I've arrived. For a second it was froze for me. Um, so yeah, I have got my iPad. So if you do want to use the group chat, for those of you who are here and you can use it, then go ahead and use that and we can have a little chat. So for those of you who are not joining us live in the future, then I will leave a link in the description below of a time marker where to begin. So you don't have to put up with this 10 minutes of us whiffling and chatting away. So all you'll need for this is a comfy place. So maybe you want to be seated on the floor if that's comfortable for you, or perhaps you want to sit on the sofa, or perhaps you want to sit on the bed, or maybe you want to lay down, that's cool too. As long as you can be comfortable for maybe 20 minutes or so. And you can go and grab yourself some comfy clothes. You can go and get some like nice fuzzy socks on. You can go get yourself a nice little cozy thing. Maybe a blanket, maybe a cushion if you want to sit up on a cushion. I have a little cushion here. Sometimes quite nice just to rest the bottom on a cushion if you're seated. And for those of you who are live, welcome. We've got about just under 10 minutes, so we'll just wait for a few people to arrive who would like to arrive. But yeah, if you are, I think you have to be a member of YouTube, or you have to be signed up to YouTube to be able to use the comments. But if you can use the comments or the live chat, then go ahead and let us know who you are, where you're from, what you've been up to. We can have a little chat for 10 minutes. It's usually quite nice. So I did order a little plug-in microphone. Oh, no worries, I like sharing. It's actually been really nice these past couple of weeks. Obviously it's not been nice with what's been going on, but it's been nice that I've been able to come on here and sort of share something that I really am quite passionate about. Something I've wanted to do for a while. Like I've always kind of wanted to come on here and share some yoga and share some guided meditation and relaxation, and just kind of didn't have the guts. And then I seen that everyone else was doing it given the circumstances, and I thought, you know what, I'll give it a go, I'll try it. And it's really nice. It's a really nice way to use my platform that I had already created as well. So I was kind of wondering what the hell I'd use my YouTube for now that I don't have the van, obviously. So it's nice, it's really nice. And also it's nice to have you here. It's nice to have you joining in and getting some worth out of what I'm putting out. It's always kind of nice too. Yeah, so as I was saying, I ordered some little microphones that just plug into the aux in your phone, and I just tried to use them a second ago and I'm not really sure if they work, so maybe I'll use these next time once I've actually tested them out properly. But they were like £4 on eBay, so the chances of them being any good is slim at best. But they are there. It's weird because it's one aux, and then it has like two microphones that come off one aux. So I'm not sure, like, if I was teaching, I thought if I was teaching yoga, perhaps I could have one end of the mat and one the other end of the mat. So if I was at one end or the other, I don't know. Well, I got them, and we'll see. So I do have some music on in the background. If that is too loud, let me know and I'll turn it down. And just for YouTube's information, it is royalty-free music from Spotify, so just so you know. Good. So we have a few people here. So if you can, let us know who you are. Let us know who you are in the chat. Who you are, where you're from, how your day's been, how your week's been. Are you still working? Are you still working? Are you still going to your job, or are you working from home, or are you not working at all at the moment? Let us know. Let us know what you've been up to. Let us know how you're feeling. So if you're wondering why I'm looking down, for those of you who have just joined, I've got my little iPad here so I can read the group chat before we begin. So I actually get to spend some time with you guys rather than just like staring at a screen and just presuming what you guys must be saying on the chat. So it's quite nice to sort of have that connection to begin with, and then before we move on. Good. So if you hear any noises, any banging or anything over the next couple of minutes, it's just my boyfriend fitting a radiator. He's decorating the entire house at the moment, and had to take the radiator off to paint behind it. He's been painting behind it. I've just been being irritated and dancing around him as usual. So I was hoping that tomorrow I'd get my chairs back in here and do some more sofa yoga. Last week I did some sofa yoga, so I just put 3 chairs in here, and I did a load of like yoga exercises that you can do from sat on a chair. House sitting around the world. I kind of do want to go travelling again and get a van, but I have this I have a little bit of a fear in me actually, the more I think about it. I have this little fear in me of not being lost. Being lost would be the wrong word to use. Kind of have a fear of men. That sounds like a really weird thing to say, but I always think of myself in an alone situation out somewhere, and I always have like a vision of like being hurt by a man. I don't know, it's like, it sounds like a really strange thing to say, but it scares me a little bit. I kind of wanted to go to Thailand recently and see a friend, and if this hadn't happened I would probably go, but there's something in me, I would force myself to go, but something in me thinks that a man is going to hurt me somewhere. I don't know, I think I need to have a word with myself about that one. But then I think if I was living in a van on my own, and I didn't have Big Brucey, I think I might be a little bit frightened. Maybe I'd get used to it. Maybe I'd get used to the idea of doing a bit of travelling on my own once I'd done it. But because I've never actually done it alone before, I think the initial fear's there, but from my experiences, fear, once you get over it, it's amazing. But we all have little fears, right? Little fears of silly things that we shouldn't have fears of, like spiders, and I had a friend who was scared of banana peel, bizarrely, and wet tea bags. Just couldn't go near banana peel or wet tea bags. So we all kind of have these little fears, and we think, why do we fear that? Cool. So it is past now. We'll just give it a couple more minutes just in case anyone is gonna dive in late. But if you are here and you are ready, just take a moment to get yourself extra comfortable, whether that's seated on a sofa or seated on the floor or seated on a chair. And for the first couple of minutes, we're just gonna prepare the body. So if you're like me and you have the attention span and the focus of a housefly, then coming to a seated position straight away after doing not a lot and trying to focus on meditating is kind of difficult, right? So The best times I find to meditate are after preparing the body. So just doing some gentle little stretches. So for the first couple of minutes, we're going to do some really easy stretches. Nothing crazy, literally just some like shoulder rolls and some head rolls and some little twists, just to prepare the body so that it can sit comfortably and not feel like it has to fidget and wiggle. So you might want to be seated first, but then you can go ahead and if you want to lie down, you can lie down afterwards. So wherever you're seated, just make sure you've got enough room just to move and just take a little twist and maybe like a little stretch. And that way, from experience, it's easier to sit and relax after that. Good. Nice. So, wherever you are, take a little sip of water. Prepare myself for some talking. Wherever we are, we're going to come to a comfortable seated position. I'm going to turn my iPad off now. So if anyone enters the chat, I will catch up afterwards. Good. So wherever we are, we're going to come to a comfortable seated position, whether that's on the floor, whether it's on a chair, whether it's on a sofa or a bed. Just for the next couple of minutes, we're going to sit. Nice. Good. So as you sit here, just take a moment to roll the shoulders back once and settle them down away from the ears, lengthen through the neck. See if you can lengthen a little through the spine. So if you're feeling a bit hunched, and see if you can lengthen through the spine a little bit. Not too much, you don't want to be like a rod, stiff like a board. You want to take any hunch out of the spine if you can. And just taking a moment to relax the face if the face has become a little clenched. So maybe you might find you've clenched the jaw. Or maybe you're pressing the tongue towards the roof of the mouth. See if you can go ahead and relax that. If your eyebrows are scrunched together, maybe you can release the eyebrows a little bit of space between the eyebrows. Good, you've got it. Also noticing what's going on in the hips and the buttocks. And just taking a couple of moments to relax those. Good, you've got it, nice. So when we're ready, nice and easy, super gentle, we're going to take some movements of the head. So all we're going to do is we're going to draw little circles with the nose. Nice and slow, nice and steady, should feel quite nice. Just loosening up through the neck as we draw circles with the nose in the air in front of us. Good, you've got it. And then when you're ready, maybe a few in the opposite direction. Good, nice, you've got it. And then when you're ready, nestling the head on top of the shoulders, a little bit of length through the neck. Good, you've got it. I'm going to take it down into the shoulders now. We're going to draw some little loops with the shoulders. So nice and easy, we draw them up around the ears, roll them back and down. So keeping it going, rolling them up, over, down and around. I'm just taking a couple of seconds here to see if you can smooth out any crunchy bits. Good, you've got it, nice. And then when you're ready, see if you can nestle the shoulders down, nice and low. Good, nice. So when you're ready wherever you are, see if you can take the hands to the knees here. And we're going to take some little arches and bends of the spine. So all we're going to do is we're going to inhale, we're going to press the belly and the chest forward, lift the chin. And as we exhale, we're going to press the spine to the back of the room and bring the chin in towards the chest. So keep it going. Inhale to arch and lift the chin. Exhaling to round and tuck the chin in. You're making these movements as smooth as you like. Just loosening off any tension along the spine. Good, and then coming back to stillness in the centre. Good, you've got it nice. So just a little twist and then we'll begin. So take a big inhale to fill you up. And as you exhale, just take a little twist with the body over to the right hand side. Maybe you can take the left hand to the right knee. Maybe take the right hand behind. Just take a little twist through the body here. A couple of deep breaths. Good, one more. Inhale. And exhale. And then when you're ready, inhale center, nice and tall. Exhale, we'll take it to the opposite side, so twist it over to the left. Right hand maybe comes to left knee, maybe left hand comes behind. I'm just taking a couple of breaths. Should feel quite nice along the spine. Good. One more inhale. Exhale. And then when you're ready, you can inhale through center. Good. So coming back to a nice comfortable seated position. Or at this point you can recline if you wish and lay down. If you are seated, find a comfortable place for the hands. So maybe you have the hands rested on the knees with the palms facing up. Or maybe you have them with the palms facing down. Or if you prefer, you can bring the hands one on top of another and you can rest them in the lap. If you have decided to lie down, just make sure you're super comfy. You've got the legs at a comfortable distance from one another, and the arms and hands are a comfortable distance from the body, or maybe you can rest the hands on the belly and the chest. Wherever you are, just take a few moments. You can close the eyes here again if you've opened them. Just taking a couple of moments to notice how you're feeling in the body, perhaps. Noticing any sensations that are happening in the body. Maybe you have some tingly spots or some achy spots. Maybe you have some warm patches and some cooler patches. Good. I'm just taking a couple of seconds to notice how your mind is, the mind that you've arrived with, any thoughts that might be swizzling around inside the head, without judgment. Just simply acknowledging what you've arrived with this evening. Good, you've got it. Nice, and when you're ready, see if you can come and notice the breath now. Don't change it, don't judge it. Just simply noticing what breath you have arrived with. Noticing the rhythm, the speed, the depth. Noticing where the breath is coming and going from. So maybe it's the nose, maybe it's the mouth, maybe it's a mixture of both. So maybe as you sit here and you focus on the breath starts to smooth out a little, become a little more even. Not too deep, not too shallow, but just about right, something in between. Noticing how the inhales make the body feel, So maybe as you inhale, you feel a slight rise. And as you exhale, you feel a little rush of relaxation as the body falls. Good, you've got it nice. Maybe you notice the temperature of the breath. Maybe you notice it's a little bit cooler on the way in and a little bit warmer on the way out. Good. Nice. So now we're going to see if we can take our awareness into the tiny space between the inhales and between the exhales. So that little space for a split second where the inhale becomes an exhale, and that tiny split second where the exhale becomes an inhale. Little moment in between where the breath passes the baton from inhale to exhale, from exhale to inhale. Good, you've got it. A couple more just like that. Just being aware of that space in between. Good, you've got it. So keeping the breath nice and smooth. I'm going to see if we can take our awareness now just away from the breath. Seeing if we can take our awareness to the top of the head, the crown of the head. Notice any sensations that happen in there. Maybe a tingling or a slight vibration. Maybe nothing at all. Good. And see if you can bring that awareness around into the face. Being aware of how the face sits. The eyebrows. The cheeks. The eyes inside the sockets, the eyelids that cover the eyes, the lips, the tongue inside the mouth, the jaw. See if you can take a moment to relax the features of the face. Allowing the entire face to become a little smoother, a little softer. See if we can sink that awareness now down into the throat and the neck. Noticing how this area of the body feels. And then begin to soften that space. Relaxing the neck, relaxing the throat. Good, you've got it nice. And taking that awareness down into the shoulders. And the shoulders, the collarbones, the upper back. Noticing how this portion of the body is feeling. Any sensations here, noticing them without any judgment at all. And then when you're ready, see if you can relax that space, the shoulders, the upper back, the chest, the collarbones. So bringing your awareness now down to the ribs in the center of the chest where the ribs meet, and the middle of the back, the spine where the ribs attach to. Noticing how this portion of the body feels, noticing how this space in the body feels. And then when you're ready, see if you can bring a little bit of relaxation into this space. The middle of the back, the ribs, center of the chest, the sternum. Good. So bringing your awareness down into the lower back this time. The lower back, sides of the body, just underneath the ribs. The belly, the space around the belly button. And just taking a moment to be aware of this portion of the body. Noticing any sensations that are going on here. And then when you're ready, see if you can bring a little bit of relaxation into this part of the body. The lower back, the sides of the body, the tummy, the belly, the space around the belly button. Good, you've got it. So let's take our awareness now over into each arm. The upper arm and the lower arms, past the elbows, down into the hands, fingertips and thumbs. Noticing how the arms are feeling. Any sensations in the arms and the hands. Good. Now see if you can relax the upper arms, the lower arms, the palms, fingertips and thumbs. Good, you've got it, nice. So when you're ready, bringing your awareness now into the hips. Noticing how the hips are feeling. The hips, the pelvis, the buttocks. Becoming aware of any sensations that are happening here. And then when you're ready, see if you can relax that space. Relaxing the hips, relaxing the pelvis, relaxing the buttocks. Good, you've got it, nice. I'm starting to take that awareness down into the legs. The upper legs, the thighs, the knees, the kneecaps, the backs of the knees, the shins and the calves. Just taking a moment to become aware of any sensations here. And then when you're ready, see if you can relax the legs. And allowing the legs to soften. And then when you're ready, bringing that awareness now into the feet and the toes. Noticing any sensations that happen in the feet, the ankles, the soles of the feet, the tops of the feet, or any of the toes. Good, you've got it nice. And then when you're ready, see if you can relax that space. Relax the feet, relax the heels, the ankles, the toes. Allowing a feeling of relaxation to wash over the entire body here. Good. So we're going to see if we can take our awareness now out of the body. Take your awareness as far away as you can, listening for any sounds that might be happening in the distance. Maybe outside of your room, outside of your house. Maybe you can hear the gentle hum of something. Maybe you can hear the sound of an animal. Maybe you can hear the sound of the weather. Maybe it's hard to hear anything at all. Good. And then bringing that awareness a little bit closer. See if you can hear any sounds in your immediate vicinity. So maybe you can hear the sound of the heating. Maybe you can hear the sound of maybe a washing machine or something else. See if you can become aware of any sounds around you immediately without judgment. And just noticing them, noticing that they're there, acknowledging them. And then when you're ready, bringing that awareness to yourself again. See if you can hear anything that's happening on your person. So maybe you can hear the sound of your breath. Maybe if your tongue moves, you can hear that. Good. And then dropping that awareness away. See if you can become aware now of your sense of feeling. See if you can become aware of any things that you can feel. So maybe you can feel your connection to the ground beneath you as you sit, or if you're lay, maybe you can feel the connection of the ground beneath you on the entire backside of the body. Maybe you can feel your clothes that touch your skin. Maybe you become aware of the feeling of your teeth beneath your lips. And if you have hair, maybe you become aware of the hair, if it touches your neck or touches your shoulders. Good. Becoming aware of now temperatures. So noticing any temperatures on your body. Maybe if you have some exposed skin, maybe the face or the hands, or maybe even the feet. Noticing how the temperature of those places is different to perhaps the temperature of your chest or your legs. you breathe, and see if you can become aware of your sense of smell. So maybe you can smell not a lot, that's fine. Maybe you can smell the smell of your own cologne or the smell of your fabric softener. Or maybe a general scent of the room that you're in. Good. And bringing yourself away from that awareness now. And going back to the breath in general. And seeing if you can come back to that tiny space, just as we did before, between the inhales and between the exhales. That tiny crossover point in the breath where inhales become exhales and exhales become inhales. Good, you've got it. So see if you can bring your awareness now to the inhales in particular. And starting to notice now how the inhales make the body feel. Maybe the inhales bring a sense of life to the body, a sense of upliftingness. Good. And so if you want to stay here, you can stay here. If you want to and you're ready to, come back to the body, come back to the room. Maybe you can start to bring your awareness now into the fingertips, the toe tips, maybe the eyes inside the sockets. And maybe you can start to find a little tiny bit of movement in these places, maybe a little tiny wiggle of the fingers, a wiggle of the toes. Maybe the eyes roll around a few times in the sockets. So keeping your eyes closed, if you've got the eyes closed, and see if you can bring the hands together. And see if you can start to rub the hands, just to generate a little bit of heat in the palms. Good, that's it. And getting the palms nice and warm. And once you're happy that the palms are sufficiently warm, we're just going to see if we can place those over the eyes. And then when you're ready, keeping the palms on the eyes, we're going to start to blink the eyes open underneath the hands. Then slowly move the hands away, just to let a little bit of light in. Well done. So that was it. I hope you enjoyed it. It should be quite relaxing. Hopefully you're feeling quite relaxed now. So maybe you can go and take a chill on the sofa now, or you want to go take a little snooze, or you want to go get a little cup of tea or a drink of water. I'd really love to know how you found it. So once I've uploaded this video, you can leave some comments in the comment section, or you can find me on either of my platforms, Possy Yoga on Instagram or Facebook, so that's Possy Yoga, and you can let me know how you found it there. You can subscribe also to the YouTube channel, so that if I do another live and you've missed any updates, it'll pop up and you'll see that. Yeah, hope I hope that helped. I hope that brought you into the present moment and made you feel extra good. Namaste, everyone, and hopefully I'll see you again.